We're going to talk about how to use the text tools in Inkscape. I've opened Inkscape back up. Inkscape is my program. I've got so many open. With a black mountain with a white peak. You can find it from your launch. And I like to zoom in. I'm clicking that zoom in or out a little bit closer. You can also use the plus and minus buttons on your keyboard to zoom, and that can be easier. So plus zooms in, minus zooms out. Notice that I can zoom way out and get lost. Sometimes people start zooming out and they start building over here. We want to stay on top of our canvas. That's going to be important and helpful. So zoom into a place where you can still see the borders of your canvas. Today we're going to use the text tool. Create and edit text objects. Do you notice that when I hover over any button in Inkscape, it's going to tell me what that button does? That's handy because there are a lot of buttons in this program. When I have create and edit text objects, you'll see that I have a new toolbar that appears at the top. I have a place that I can choose my fonts. I have a place that I can say if I want something to be italic, bold. I can change font size, spacing, a lot of the stuff that you're familiar with from using just simple programs like Google Docs, but maybe just formatted slightly differently. So I'm going to just click on my canvas and I'm going to type my name. If I want to select that, I can then change my font. So I like kind of a fun font. You can choose whatever font makes you happy. But for what we're doing today, we're also going to think about creating our font so that we could laser cut it. And right now, this isn't ready for that. So I like my font like this. This works for me. I could make it bigger here. But what I like to do with Inkscape, because it's neat, is actually just come back and change this to the select and transform objects and kind of do this with it. Like I can really own that font from that button and get it to be the size and shape that I want. And I like that tool. I think that that's nice. I can stretch it out. Now, right now, my font is dark and black, and I don't want that. I need to be able to change this to something we call a hairline so that the laser cutter will recognize it and see it. So here are the steps. Once I have my name, I have the font and size that I like, I'm going to click Object, Fill and Stroke. Now, you may click it and it doesn't feel like anything happens. Check this out. It might be hidden over here. So my fill and stroke kind of opened up sideways. I've got a line and distribute opened up sideways over here too. That little button will make it hide again. Just look sideways and see if it's there. For my name, I don't want to fill. I want to say no paint. It's going to look like it disappeared, but it didn't. If I say, let's see the stroke paint, then I can see the outline of my name. If I say see the stroke style, then I can change that to 0.01 inches, which is what I need to make a laser cut. All right. So again, I'm going to undo all that. To change that shape, I'm clicking Object, Fill, and Stroke. If I don't see a window open up, I'm looking for it on the side. No fill. Stroke paint. Stroke style, 0.01 inches. 0.01 inches. So for this portion of what I want you to do, I'd like you to take a screenshot of your name. It can be any font, it can be any size, but I don't want there to be a fill. I want it to be like a bubble letter. And I want that exterior line to be very thin, 0.01 inches. And we change that with fill and stroke. Thank you.